All across Nepal, people discuss and debate issues and ideas that are important to them. Parents hold discussions with their children, husbands talk with their wives, friends talk with their friends, and teachers discuss issues with their students. These conversations help people to understand each other's opinions and make them realize that, despite holding different views, they can learn from each other and respect each other.
If you look into the historical background of Nepal, Nepal has traditionally and historically been a very hierarchy-based society where people are not supposed to discuss with their elders. People don't discuss much of things within themselves as well. And in this changing context of the political dynamics in Nepal, there has been a lot of times where we have had democracies and again restorations of democracies, and we're in a political transition of democracy. So provided all this context, I think it would be very important for our young people to start this culture of debates, to start discussing about issues, and to be able to listen to what the other side is saying.
Debate is a formal exchange of arguments between two teams, during which one team supports while the other team opposes a given topic. Debate begins with a resolution, a controversial topic expressed in the form of a statement that is subject to critical analysis by both teams. Debate topics can focus on many areas including environmental, social, educational, international, and economic issues. Nepalese people discuss and debate all kinds of issues and ideas that are important to them. The issue of arranged marriage is central to every person coming of age in Nepal. Each young person contemplating marriage must decide whether they will follow this traditional concept and let their parents and community help them find a partner, or whether they will strike out on their own and find a partner for themselves. The issue cuts to the core of whether we value citizens most as individuals or as social beings.
Arranged marriage is an important issue, I hope, in Nepal, because the trend of arranged marriage is rapidly changing nowadays, and it is being tilted towards love marriage. Now the youngsters don't like to have arranged marriage, and they are being in favor of love marriage, so it's an important issue.
Doing arranged marriage is now being a big issue, because nowadays people like to meet each other. Before they get married, they like to know what their choices are, what they want from the life. I think they want to know more of each other, so they like to do more love marriage than arranged marriage.
Before each debate, debaters meet in their teams to discuss the topic and prepare their arguments. They brainstorm ideas for and against a given resolution in order to prepare their debate cases and anticipate arguments on both sides. Debaters decide which areas they need to learn more about and look for relevant information in different sources, including books, newspapers, and the internet. Sometimes debaters may want to interview an expert in a given area. It's important that debaters make accurate notes during research and write down the sources where the evidence comes from. Debaters prepare for both sides in the debate, affirmative and negative, with the sides being decided right before the debate by a draw. One of the most popular debate types, called the public forum debate, involves two teams of two people each. Each speaker speaks twice during the debate. Welcome to today's debate about arranged marriage in Nepal. Each speaker will have an opportunity to speak twice on behalf of their side. There will also be 3 question and answer periods in which speakers can question and challenge their opponent's arguments directly. The first speech in the debate will be made by the first speaker of the team supporting the topic, the affirmative team. This first speaker speaks for 4 minutes and presents a constructive speech. In this speech, affirmative side presents their team's debate case, which includes the team's understanding and interpretation of the resolution and their arguments supporting the resolution. This speech should begin with an interesting introduction and contain a clear and well-organized presentation of arguments, followed by a conclusion. The debate opens with the first speaker of the affirmative team.
I am the first speaker from the affirmative side, and I am arguing to affirm the resolution that arranged marriage is good for Nepal. We define arranged marriage as a marriage in which parents take responsibility for selecting the partners of the children. This doesn't mean, however, that children have no input in selecting the partners, but it does mean that they defer to their parents' wishes. Nepal has moved towards modernization and many people are now arguing against arranged marriage. However, in the process of moving forward, we, the Nepalese, should not forget that we have valuable social structures which should not be undermined. That's why my first argument is social responsibility. In Nepal, people give more importance to family rather than the individual. Our system works to protect the family as the most basic and fundamental social structure. Parents take care of the children and children actually want their parents to choose partners for them. Arranged marriage makes sense in our society because arranged marriage binds families and social groups together. It's the best means to increase social harmony in Nepal.
While the speaker is speaking, the members of the opposite team listen carefully to the arguments and write them down in order to be able to respond to the affirmative case. The affirmative team will also take notes during the speeches of negative speakers.
My second argument is arranged marriage lasts long and works well. Arranged marriage lasts longer and works better because partner selection is more logical and rational. First of all, there is no chance of marrying outside their own religion, caste or social groups. This protects the couple from the disparity that usually originate from the religion, caste and class. Secondly, there are various factors considered before an arranged marriage because love is not only the factor that should run a family. Financial conditions, the characters of partners and their families, occupations and many more other things are important. My last argument is that arranged marriage preserves and promotes the cultural identities of our ethnic, social and religious groups. When people marry within their cultural groups, their cultures don't get mixed with other cultures. We may all be Nepalese, but we are also all the members of a religious and ethnic groups. Our society has found strength and sustenance in protecting the unique identities of the many groups that live within our borders. Arranged marriage is the best means to maintain the social unity in the society. It works well because the partner selection is more logical, rational, and the team spirit is emphasized. Moreover, it's a key agent in promoting the cultural identity of our many religious and ethnic groups. For these reasons, I do support that arranged marriage is good for Nepal. I learned, I also used to think that love marriage is the whole thing. And but in this debate, I came to know about that arranged marriage can also have so much of the positive aspects, and the youngsters should not totally abandon it.